There we go. I just had to get the dumpster there. Just for the record. So this is gig vlog number 1. I am currently in the process of packing everything up, but this is the first show. We're getting paid something decent to play. So I'm gonna take you through all my stuff. Lots of stuff here I'll talk about real quick. Of course, like chargers, cables for everything. This is my iClip that I just got yesterday, which is great for taking an iPad, you know, just for music and everything like that. I've got all of my GoPro gear, but also be shooting with my phone, backpack for a lot of the stuff. This is my speaker stand and mic stand right back here. I've also got my mics right here. This is my Shure SM58. This is actually the first time I'll be breaking this thing out, so I'm excited to do that. Also, taking the some Sennheisers as some backups. I've got my array of picks here, my Vocal Ease spray because I'll be singing for like a couple hours at least. Extra straps, and yeah, this strap is really cool. A buddy of mine gave it to me. Actually, this is a nice thing just to have as a backup because I've been at a show before where a friend of mine had a strap break. And I was like, oh, I think I got an extra one. He was just like, oh my God, what? You have an extra strap? I was like, yep. So definitely something you don't think will break, but it has, it can and will happen to you. Right here, I'm taking the Variax Shuriken guitar. This is a really sweet thing. If you've never heard of these, it does a lot of modeling as far as like, this is my electric guitar for, you know, kind of modeling a Strat, like 2 humbuckers. It models acoustic guitars, everything like that, all different tunings as well with this knob. I can probably do another video on just this guitar actually, but there's a good bit out there already. Comes in this nice little case here actually, so that's pretty sweet. It's a good day to have a good day on gig day. Right there we go. So some other things, I've got my own little stool here, which I like to have. I'm not gonna be sitting all night. This is probably just for me to do kind of like the intro set, but it's got a nice little place for your guitar. This is great for holding acoustics, especially a little stand back there. And you can sit on the other side, put your foot up on the bar right there. So we're gonna pack that up. And then this is my main everything basically that I send through my Helix floor unit. This board controls the guitar to an extent as well. I don't use a ton of effects really, but it just sounds really good. And this all goes into my head rush. This is a FR speaker, so it's really great at modeling like cabs and amps and everything like that. It's, you know, basically just a PA speaker. It's like 2,000 watts, you know, gets insanely loud. It's got 2 inputs, and I think I normally go to maybe like 4 or 5 for most places. It goes to 11. It's pretty heavy duty and does what I need it to do. And then also the Helix floor unit comes in this really cool backpack. And then up here, the main pocket, these are all my cables, and I always try to, with cables, have a backup for a backup. So, yeah, but this is my several XLRs, several 1/4-inch power cables as well. I got a DI box. The Helix is, you know, functions as that, but just in case. And I got a couple extra cables that I'm gonna be putting in here. Everything else will be in the backpack right there. So making sure everything's charged up before I go charging the GoPro, about to charge the iPad. Yeah, I think it's time. So we are just leaving to go ahead and go down to the gig. I've got my navigation in the ear. I'm in northern Kentucky, by the way. Right now, we are traveling down to Falmouth, Kentucky. It's called the Smoking Pig Tavern. Never been there. I've been to Falmouth a couple times. Actually, the last time I was in Falmouth, Kentucky, it was to go to the rubber duck store that's down there. Yeah, I think that guy's name is, he's got a big TikTok account, the guy who owns it. It's like @flippin' Michael Bro, I think is his handle on there. And Yeah, he's got like over 1 million TikTok followers. I went down there one time and it was crazy busy for how big the store is. So we're playing somewhere, I think, not too far from there at the Smoking Pig. It's kind of a smaller place. They usually have like kind of smaller 1 or 2 person acoustic acts. We are a 4-person like full band. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. Big reveal in Falmouth. Big reveal. There he is. Hey, got old school. Oh hell yeah, old school Pepsi machine. Yeah, it is. Well, it looks like it. Looks old. So we are setting up in the corner of this place. It's fairly small. It's really just like a hallway. And right now, Nick Beinkemper, who is playing set for us and usually plays set for us, is setting up right now. They usually do karaoke, which are those speakers in the very back corner. We ended up not using those. We all brought plenty of PA speakers and the Maui speaker, which did a really nice job. Oh, right there you can see Alex brought his keyboard in a rug that ended up being really useful for Nick. He's taking his jacket off, means serious business. Got the khakis and the Hawaiian shirt on, setting up all the cymbals. This place was really laid back, of course, super friendly staff and people. I felt kind of badly because they're a little out of shot, but just to the left there is a family who was eating dinner, and I think it just sat down right in front of where we're about to play, and they all ended up getting their kids up. I kind of felt badly, but you know, it was a Friday night. It was sort of when people start to enter to drink and things can get a little crazy, so I mean, they probably weren't going to be there for very long anyway. At least that's what I tell myself. And up next here we have Alex setting up his keyboard. He has a really nice Casio. I can't remember what the model number is, but it kind of does everything we need it to do. And you have me to the left right here. I'm just playing guitar and singing tonight. Alex also ended up singing some great backup on several tunes, some harmony, things like that, so it ended up being a lot of fun. And right here, our bass player for the night is Jacob Hagedorn. It's just kind of his arm here, just because of where I set up the phone camera, but that's okay. In just a little bit, we're going to switch over to the GoPro footage where you can see Jacob and myself pretty clearly, actually. The audio is pretty good in that. We're going to play some clips of it, but yeah, I think we ended up playing here in just about 20 minutes or so. We're almost done setting up. And our set list for tonight ended up being pretty diverse, actually. I kind of went into this gig thinking that they were mostly going to want to hear country tunes, classic rock, things like that, and which I think they did for the most part. However, we did everything from Sublime to Weezer, even Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne, and of course stuff like Pour Some Sugar on Me. We actually got a request later on during one of our breaks for us to play any Nirvana song, and we went ahead and went with In Bloom after hearing it a couple times on our phones outside, and it actually went pretty well, so that was really cool. So just a couple of the highlights from our set that we ended up doing. One of the songs, one of my favorites to play, is Money for Nothing by Dire Straits, and if you know that song, the intro has a lot of synthesizer effects that are really cool, but we weren't really able to replicate live. But I wanted to go ahead and do something for that song to kind of tease it in, so on my Variax I have a Sitar setting, and I sort of use the poly pitch function, which is sort of like a looping pedal. It's just one pitch, and I'll let you hear a little bit of what that sounds like here. This is where I was going to start singing, but for some reason hesitated. Okay, now here we go. Damn, there it is. Quite literally, Money for Nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah! Yeah, that guy was actually super nice. Definitely like jammed to us all night. gave us good tips and stuff like that, so it was really fun. There's also a 12-string acoustic guitar simulation, which of course I used for Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi. And also here's how I introduced playing All Star by Smash Mouth.
There was a movie that was just put on Netflix recently, and did you know they're making a fifth one? No, they're not. They're making a fifth one. Fifth what? It's Shrek. Yeah, they put Shrek on Netflix recently, and it's just such a good song that we.
Alright, so quick update just as we kind of leave here. It was awesome. Basically played 7 to 10 and did 2 15s at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And then we kind of saved all the all the metal tunes. We did like Crazy Train, we did Pour Some Sugar on Me, and all that stuff. We kind of saved that for the end because that's when people were the most plentiful and the drunkest, which is a good time to play music always. Yeah, did well on tips. It was super fun. Falmouth, Kentucky, Smoking Pig Tavern. Also really good food. Really nice people. If you have not been here yet, I strongly recommend coming down. So I think we're playing here again in May, so we'll do another one then. Yeah. So obviously I didn't take my camera out to film this, but it actually started hailing about 5 minutes onto the road. Now the nice thing about Falmouth is you can't really get there through highways, or at least where I was. I had to take mostly back roads, but that made it for a pretty nice drive, at least as far as traffic goes, and after the hail it wasn't too bad. If you watch this whole thing, thank you so much for sticking around. This is like the first real YouTube video I've ever done, and it's a lot of fun, I think, just playing shows in general, but also seeing the whole process that goes into it and the process behind it is really interesting to me. And if you enjoyed it or just have any sort of criticisms or comments, please let me know. Either way, please stay tuned for more gig vlogs and original music coming out soon. And if you'd like to book Tyler Scott and the band for something, go ahead and check out the description. Thank you so much.